And that is young Dr. Kildare's introduction to his work in the hospital. The next day, he goes on ambulance duty. His first case, an attempted suicide. In a dingy room of a slum tenement, Dr. Kildare finds a beautiful young girl lying apparently dead on the floor. Feverishly, he works over her until a faint heart murmur convinces him her life can be saved. Madly, he rushes her back to the hospital. And 2 hours later, the beautiful young girl is revived enough to talk a little. Dr. Kildare stands beside her as she lies in a ward at the hospital. The unknown girl, played by Joanne Sayers, opens her eyes, sees him.
Who are you?
I'm a friend.
I...
Steady, steady. Everything's all right.
All right?
So all right. I'm your friend.
Then let me die.
You're going to sleep again now. You need to sleep and be strong.
I have to die.
Why do you have to die? Tell me why.
Before they all find out.
Sleep, that's right, sleep.
Sleep.
Dr. Kildare.
Yes?
Dr. Gillespie's coming to look at your case.
All right.
Well, my young men are highly excited. They tell me you've a very attractive young lady here. Now that you're bringing the dead to life, well, she'll live, all right. For once my young men were right. I never saw anything more lovely, nor anything stranger than a young doctor who has no eye to see it. Or have you noticed it?
Well, yes, she is, isn't she?
Well, since you didn't notice her beauty, what have you noticed about her?
Her height, weight, approximate age, general physical condition, and a few other details.
Young Dr. Kildare, what's her name?
Identity unknown, Dr. Gillespie.
Oh, that's unimportant. The thing is, what made her do it? It wasn't money. The fur piece we found in her room, the nurse tells me, is sable.
You're trying to tell me she ran away from a well-to-do, happy home to commit suicide in a cheap rooming house?
That's my idea, sir.
I suppose then you've decided her mind is unsettled and you're going to send her to a psychopathic ward.
I think not, sir.
Ah, you think not, huh? Well, then what is your theory about her?
She's simply afraid.
What's she afraid of?
I don't know, sir.
He doesn't know, huh? Well, perhaps you have an instinctive feeling about the case.
Perhaps I have, sir.
Yeah, what fools we'd be with our laughter if we turned out to be right in the end.
You want it on the ambulance at once, Dr. Kildare.
Right away. Oh, nurse, she's not a mental case. Just put a screen around her and let her sleep.
Yes, doctor.
Oh, quick, bring me a tourniquet. She's trying to do it again. Please, bring me a
The mysterious girl has tried suicide again. Dr. Kildare manages to get from her in strictest confidence some inkling of her difficulties. But before he is able to clear up the case completely, it is discovered that the girl is the daughter of multimillionaire Chandler, and the case is turned over to a famous psychiatrist who fails to cure Barbara Chandler of what he decides to be insanity. Still, Dr. Kildare refuses to betray her confidence, for fear the information may only add conviction to the theory that she is mentally unbalanced. As a result, he is summoned by Dr. Carew for a private conference.
Kildare, I blame this entire situation entirely upon your refusal to tell us what Miss Chandler said.
I asked you to let me see her first.
You can see now how important it is that you tell us, can't you?
I'm sorry, I can't.
You realize the consequences of refusing to obey my orders?
This is one time when I can't obey them.
Let's see. Your father's a doctor, isn't he?
Yes, he's a country doctor, and a fine one.
Is your mother living?
Listen, Dr. Carew, my mother is alive. She and my father are very proud of me. They're watching everything that happens to me, and it would break their hearts if anything went wrong with my career here. I know that. But still, I'm not going to tell you what Miss Chandler said to me.
Operator, this is Dr. Carew. My office, please. Dr. Carew speaking. Notify all departments. Dr. Kildare is suspended from duty until further orders.
But Jimmy still feels the girl's sanity can be established, and he starts out by himself to solve the baffling problem. After an exciting afternoon with the aid of an ambulance, a friendly chauffeur, and a large monkey wrench, he hurries back to force his way into Dr. Gillespie's office.
Dr. Gillespie, I know why Barbara Chandler tried to kill herself.
Well, Kildare, you don't say.
If I can see her, I know I can straighten everything out.
So you want me to ask Lane Porteous, who's been practicing psychiatry for 30 years, to step aside in favor of Kildare, who's been playing detective for a couple of hours? Is that it?
You don't understand, sir.
Why don't you come to your senses, Kildare? Miss Chandler's case has been settled.
Settled?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. I'm afraid I've just wasted your valuable time.
Kildare.
Yes, sir.
I was just thinking. Looks to me like you're in the doghouse now. You might as well be hung for a sheep as a lamb. Well, what are you standing there gawking at me for? Well, they've been saying it for years. There's no fool like an old fool. Let me have Miss Chandler's nurse. Hello, who's this? Nurse Burt? Hello, Molly. Yeah, this is Dr. Gillespie. Now, listen. I want you to do something for me. Let Dr. Kildare see Miss Chandler alone.
And so sage old Dr. Gillespie sees in young Dr. Kildare that spark of courage which sets him apart from the others. Two great characters, the old doctor and the young one, and a situation that tests them to the final minutes of the story.
Thank you and congratulations, Mr. Barrymore, and the same to you, Lou Ayres. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just heard several scenes from young Dr. Kildare, the first picture in a new series which will star Lionel Barrymore as Dr. Gillespie and Lou Ayres as young Dr. Kildare. To be produced by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Studio, the same studios that have brought you the amazing, successful series Judge Hardy's Family.
But Bob, you've forgotten a lot of things. The great comedy supplied by Nat Pendleton, and the fine work of Jo Ann Sayers as Barbara, and Lynn Carver as the girl back home, and Truman Bradley, and a salute to Harry Bouquet, the director, and the producer, Lou Ostro, for a fine job.
And a salute to you, Lionel. And may I tell you how much I've always wanted to play in a picture with you.
Ah, you young whippersnapper.
So don't any of you miss the first of young Dr. Kildare's series when it plays your favorite theater very soon. Now we're going to hear from Mrs. Jones' favorite boy, the pal of my stable days, Allan Jones. This time he's going to sing The Song Is You.
I hear music when I look at you, a beautiful theme of every dream I ever knew. It's pounding deep inside my heart. I hear it say, is this the day? I hear music when I look at you, love shall always be symphony beyond compare. To me, I hear music when I touch your hand. A beautiful melody from some enchanted land. Down deep in my heart, I hear it play. This lovely strain, I alone have heard this glad refrain. Must it be forever inside of me? Why can't I let it go? Why can't I let it go? Why can't I let it go? The only song my heart would sing. What beautiful rhapsody of love and youth and spring. The music is sweet, the words are true, the song is you. I hear music when I look at you. What a beautiful theme of every dream I ever knew. The music is sweet.